Hey everyone, we're going to do something a little bit different today. Today we've made the long trek out to Warriewood to Amber Technologies. They are the distributor for some amazing audio products. And today I've got my very good friend, Mr. Martin Island, who... Cheers, mate.
Cheers, bro.
So we're going to talk about some product, or a product, a brand, that a lot of people come into the store and ask us a question. They want good quality music through their whole house. We believe that Bluesound, which is the product we're going to talk about today, is probably the best product to do that with. Martin will elaborate, build on a few different products and what the benefits are of going with a product like Bluesound through the house. So Marty, thanks for having us.
Absolute pleasure to have Team Audio Solutions in the house. It's very hard to get you out of the mascot location, but all the way over to Warriewood, it's greatly appreciated that you made the effort, mate.
I had to get my passport signed.
Indeed,
stamped.
indeed. We gave them a heads up you were coming. They hope you got through without any dramas. Right, Bluesound. Let's get stuck in.
So yeah, give us a little bit of a story about Bluesound, what where they started, what they do, and then we can sort of maybe look at a few different products and elaborate from there.
Cool. Basic history of Bluesound started about 12 years ago now, I think, top of my head. Part of the Lembrook portfolio of products under the Lembrook company. So NAD, proper hi-fi brand, 50 years in the game, setting the standard for their amplifier technology. That is part of the DNA of Bluesound, and PSB speakers also 50 plus years in the game, part of the speaker piece of the Bluesound puzzle. Put those two together, add streaming back when it was very much in its infancy, and Bluesound was born.
So the benefits of Bluesound are, you're building a brand new house or even a retrofit. If you want high quality music in every room in the house, or in the main sort of living areas, be it your living, dining, kitchen, your outdoor alfresco area, your theatre, master bedroom, ensuite, there's a lot of different ways we can do that with Bluesound. So sound bars, Marty, for surround sound. You have a TV in your house, you can start your system off with a sound bar. Where can we take it from there?
Excellent question. Take it lots of places. So with the soundbar, obviously screens in this day and age are getting thinner and thinner. Speakers are getting more and more compromised. Sound out of a TV on its own is not good, hence the need for a soundbar. Bluesound have two flavors of soundbar currently, the Cinema and the Cinema Mini. Clues in the name, Cinema full size, Cinema Mini, bit smaller. HDMI input straight from your TV, one control from your volume of your TV, controls the soundbar, beautiful. If you wanted to expand on that, there are numerous options in the range. Tony, there's one you prepared earlier if you just want to grab a Flex. The latest release is the Bluesound Flex, which is a speaker that you can actually add two of as the rear channels to your center speaker, giving you a surround sound functionality. And there is also a Bluesound Pulse sub, which can be added to the mix to give you a true Dolby Atmos 5.1 wireless surround, without having to run cables everywhere and cut holes in walls, etc., etc.
So, I mean, there's thousands of soundbars. A soundbar is not just the soundbar. There are soundbars and there are soundbars. So the thing that Bluesound obviously have over a lot of the other products that you go out and you buy a TV and they'll throw in a soundbar with it, it's not the same thing, right?
Correct. Designed from an audio hi-fi perspective, so not just an add-on by brand X, by their matching soundbar. They're just making that as an aftermarket second thought. This is designed to actually be a phenomenal standalone speaker. So if you have that in your living room and your TV and that's all you've got and you want to hear music, you can Spotify connect, TIDAL connect, stream music straight through the soundbar, and the sound quality, trust me, I'm a salesman, but the sound quality is truly outstanding.
Yeah, and we vouch for that. So we've got these in the shop. You can come in any time and have a look and listen to them. And that just touching on that home theatre, it's not just sound bars. So for the person that wants the full surround sound system, the big speakers, big amplifiers, Dolby Atmos speakers, and they want to cut the holes out and they want to mount things, that's where NAD come in. So NAD, like Martin said, a hi-fi company. They make stereo amplifiers, they make surround sound amplifiers, they have the Bluesound platform built into them. So we can use NAD to drive a fully blown surround sound system, but be able to have the Bluesound app talk to that sound system and make it under the same ecosystem as what the rest of the house is going to have, right?
100%. So the elaborating on that a little bit, you could have someone in the family down in the theatre room with the NAD running amazing PSB speakers, more than likely, getting a full surround sound experience so that's the teenagers watching the latest movie while the parents are in the backyard listening to jazz in high resolution, bit perfect audio at the same time simultaneously. Conversely, if you were having a party, State of Origin's on, it's a Wednesday night, you could have the big screen playing the Origin game and then every speaker in the house that's on that Bluesound platform, all in sync, perfect sync, no matter where you are in the home, you'll be able to hear the exact same source.
That's a good night out. So the other things that we've got in the Bluesound portfolio, like Martin touched on before, the Flex. So they have the other way we can make a zone. If you don't want to go to the speakers and sound bars, and you're just basically a small room, whether it be a little study or small bedroom, where you just want a speaker, you just want to plug into the power, sit on your bedside table and just listen to some music. They have 3 models.
The Bluesound Flex, available in 3 amazing finishes as displayed by Tony. There is also another standalone speaker called the Pulse and a Pulse Mini, large and small, tabletop size units, perfect for a study or a kitchen or one of these type of areas. The Pulse M is a newer release. Pulse M basically gives you a omnidirectional sound, so it can actually fill from a single speaker quite a large space. It also has the ability to run a pair of and be put in rear channel of surround sound mode if you wanted to. So you could have, say, one in the kitchen and one in the master bedroom, and then when it's time to watch the movie, you want to go in surround sound, unplug them, bring them down, put them behind the lounge, plug them in, hit a button on the app, they all sync as one, and you have a home theatre wirelessly. So very versatile.
Okay, so can you think of anything else we can put in there? Obviously, actually, the other huge thing is if you have an existing hi-fi system, so we have a huge amplifier, big pair of speakers that you've had for 20 years, 30 years, no technology at all, we have a solution. We can now also make that another zone of Bluesound, again, just under the same ecosystem as your surround system, as the Flex in the outdoor patio area. We have 3 products that we could use to do that as well. Marty?
So the Node family is what the esteemed Tony is referring to. So the Node now comes in 3 flavors. There's a Node Nano, entry-level unit, around $550, top of my head, retail. Beautiful product, unlock streaming, add it to your existing 70s Sansui amplifier and whatever pair of speakers, and you unlock all the benefits of today's streaming platforms. The Node, here's one we prepared earlier, is the next size up. This is about $1,100 currently in Australia. Beautiful product. We get some capacitive touchscreen on the top. We can adjust volume. We can skip to some presets which we can store. We'll double click on that in a minute. Headphone socket. So this is a absolute streaming, probably the benchmark streamer on the market. And recently released, over and above that, is the Node Icon, which is the absolute flagship that Tony will display here. So the Node Icon takes everything in the Node, which has been Bluesound's biggest selling product historically, and takes it to the next level. Completely isolated, dual monaural operation, 2 headphone sockets, beautiful screen on the front displaying album artwork, etc., etc. So good, better, and best, depending on your streaming needs.
So really, Marty, the bottom line is there's nothing we can't do with Bluesound when it comes to distributing music through your house.
Nothing we can't do, and the key is we can do it in high resolution audio all the way through, not compressed like some of the competitors out there and other options that are available. The app is a very intuitive app. It's now 12 plus years old, so it's mature, it's stable, it works beautifully. It's fully backwards compatible, so you can have the current app still controlling a node that was built 12 years ago, no problems at all. But wait, there's more. It would be remiss, Tony, if we didn't mention one of the other hugely popular sellers for us, which is the Just Add Speakers range. So we have the Bluesound POWERNODE and the POWERNODE Edge are the two models in that family. So these are streaming amplifiers with an amplifier built in. If you had an existing pair of speakers and you just want to have a nice, simple system without all the components and whatnot because you don't have room, you're living in an apartment, for example, you could grab a POWERNODE or a POWERNODE Edge, pair of speakers, and you have everything you could need for a current modern hi-fi system.
So what we're finding a lot with the POWERNODE and the POWERNODE Edge, what we're doing is we're doing a lot of zones in brand new builds, putting some in-ceiling speakers, unobtrusive, out of the way, connect them up with the POWERNODE that's hidden away in a cupboard somewhere in a rack. You don't ever need to get to it. It's all controlled by the app, and you can play music again through anywhere in the house, whether it be a pair of in-ceiling speakers, a nice little pair of bookshelf speakers, some outdoor surface-mounted speakers, any type of speaker really. So really, yeah, like I said before, there's nothing really that we can't do with it. And yeah, it's just a matter of, designing what's going to suit your application. So again, if we've got a blank canvas to work with, you're building a house from scratch, there's absolutely nothing we can't do. But even with a retrofit, an existing house where you don't want to start putting things, there's a lot of options we can do with that as well, to put that beautiful music through your house, which is obviously what we do and we love doing. So that's pretty much it. Marty, you can't think of anything else? I think we've nailed everything.
I think we've covered it all. I mean, unsurprisingly, I could talk for days, but there is, safe to say, do some homework on Bluesound, check it out. The BluOS platform is also available across other brands, NAD, PSB, so it's a large ecosystem of products that can be worked in. But high resolution audio across your whole home, no one does it better.
That's pretty much it then. That's Bluesound, guys. Marty?
Pleasure as always.
No, mate. The pleasure's mine. Come on. Thanks, mate. Cheers, guys. See you next time.